In this video, I'm going to be covering the $100 million lead magnet. When I say that, the $100 million lead magnet, it actually means crafting such cold email copywriting campaigns, which includes the lead magnet that will force the prospect to reply back to you. So basically, lead magnet sort of works more like a call to action with a combined offer. It basically creates a no-brainer offer, right? So a lead magnet is more like presenting something to that specific prospect that they'll have to pay somebody else to acquire that, to get that, right? Another really important point I want to mention just before we get started with the video, right? The thing is that with lead magnets, if your cold email copywriting campaigns are not working well, which means that the prospects are opening your email, right? If you're let's suppose in your initial campaigns you're tracking the open rate. Of course, I wouldn't prefer that, but if you're tracking those open rates and you're getting an open rate of more than 70%, but your reply rate is less than 5%, it means that there is a significant issue with your copywriting, and you surely need to work on that. Otherwise, you'll be simply burning off your domains. The reason being because your reply rates are super low. Right? If you've tested literally every other campaign, short campaigns, long campaigns, and so on and so forth, basically gave no-brainer offers, gave guaranteed, and nothing worked, the last choice should be your lead magnet, right? In this video, I'm going to be covering that on how exactly you can create such lead magnets, which you don't have to pay a lot about that, but prospects will feel like, oh, that you're giving like a bunch of value, because nowadays people perceive the amount of value given than rather being directly kind of sold or pitched to, right? Without further ado, let's get started with the video. So first of all, I like to kind of cover the proof of concept about who I am, who am I to give you such opinions and such offers, right? My name is Moez Karam. I'm the founder and CEO of Leadamax, and basically we scale SaaS and B2B companies, and we do the complete done for you outreach system, infrastructure, the go-to-market strategy, the lead gen, the appointment setting, and we not only get you simple leads, we get the booked meetings into your calendar, right? That was a quick reference about who we are. I'm not going to take much of your time, and for us, the results speak for ourselves, right? A couple of test campaigns we ran, and based on that, this was our bulk campaign. 3,900 emails sent. We got 212 positive replies, 212 replies. That is a 14% reply rate, right? And 72% positive reply. That is a 33% positive reply rate, right? Of course, we sent 223,000 emails sent, 3,529 replies. That is a 10% reply rate for a bulk campaign, right? And of course, we got 907 positive replies and booked 657 meetings. What you're seeing on the screen, we almost booked 857 meetings just by running these campaigns, right? Of course, some more results, some more campaigns. The document link will be in the description if you want to go through that. And yeah, some more results, some more campaigns I'll kind of like to cover as well before we get started. A quick testimonial if you want to read it. Pause the video, read it. If not, let's get started with the video. So creating an effective lead magnet is by far the most common question I have been asked on Reddit, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. But in this video, I'm going to be covering that, right? Now, for those who are actually unfamiliar with lead magnets, about what exactly it is, right? It basically is more like a call to action in your cold emails, right? So first of all, we're going to be imagining a quick scenario, right? First of all, imagine you're doing a cold email for an e-commerce Facebook ads marketing agency, right? Now, e-commerce is probably the most saturated industries in the world. Whether you're watching this video or not, I can simply bet that you have previously done e-commerce, probably drop shipping, or somewhere about private label and white label, somewhere about that. You've already done it and you've failed, and now you've moved towards the other businesses ideas, probably a SaaS company, probably a startup, right? Of course, and Facebook ads are probably one of the most pitched services in the world. It can be SMMA, all the Facebook ads people talk about. Literally, majority of the agencies out there, majority of the services out there, if they talk about marketing, they're talking about Facebook ads, right? Meaning that you're approaching the most saturated market with the most saturated service, and unless you want to stand out, you have absolute zero chance of getting a client. Right? Everyone's pitching the Facebook ads, everyone's targeting e-commerce, and literally everyone's doing that. So how exactly you want to stand out? If you're doing cold emails for your Facebook ads, which means that you're not running Facebook ads for yourself, but you're doing cold emails to get clients for Facebook ads. Hope that makes sense, but I explained that correctly, right? But what most people do in cold email outreach world is offer a call. That is what the reality of cold emails, right? So they simply want to talk about call. Let's hop on a call, and they kind of upsell them, handle the objections and close them in, right? This is what cold email is all about. Have a demo or have a meeting to sell the service or probably a product, right? Meaning that you email these e-com companies and tell them there's a problem and offer, you've got the offer to kind of solve that, right? Now, that might have worked 10 years ago, but it's literally not going to work anymore, right? In terms of if you're, for instance, you're doing paid ads, right? You offer a service of paid ads and you want to pitch, let's suppose, e-com. But if you're just talking about, oh, you have got a problem, this is the revenue we can get, this won't work, right? You have to come something out of the box, right? That is why exactly you need to start offering value in the first message just to establish the trust, proof capability, to simply establish your trust. Those days are gone when almost 5 to 10 years ago, people would be like, oh, this is the service and this is the outcome we can get you. Let's hop in a call. Those days are gone, right? Now you have to kind of nurture that lead, warm that lead, and time by time you want to close them in, right? Now, looking at that right away, right? When I say that you want to offer lead magnet, it doesn't mean, you should be offering some sort of Loom videos. That would have worked, but almost 1 and 2 years ago. And still are working if you're offering personalized Loom videos such as via SensePark and other as well, let's say Winna.ai and somewhere about that, and MailMove, right? If you're doing personalized call outreach via Loom videos, right? Of course, that can surely work because those are personalized. Those are specifically for them. And if you're just sending generic Loom videos, nobody would be interested. And speaking about generic and all that, for instance, if you ask the person, can I send you a quick playbook, right? And they say, sure. And you send a 320 pages whole book and PDF file. Would you feel like that person, that prospect is going to go through your complete PDF and will come back to you, oh, I love that specific book. Let's hop on a call. I'll give you the money and so on and so forth. It won't work. It simply won't work if you've got that mindset that offering a 320 page PDF file or offering a generic Loom video will surely work. And speaking about generic Loom video, oh, it's a really easy to kind of understand call to action, yes or no, somewhere about that. But that won't work, right? Now, that is not what providing value is. Providing value means offering something that is really tangible. You can actually show it to someone, not like your time. Like, for instance, if I send you a document, just 1 page, but that literally covers all the details that will surely improve their business. Like, let's suppose I want to provide them a lead list, right? A lead list that is specifically to their ICP, that specifically matches their industries, keywords, job titles they're targeting to. Of course, that will surely work. They'll feel like, oh, this is the lead list that this person has provided me. I want more. So they'll hop on a call with me, and time by time, I'll be able to nurture that lead and eventually close them in, right? And of course, it should be valuable. What I mean by that, valuable, because valuable literally doesn't mean offering something that anybody else can give that for free, right? You have to give something. You have to lose something to make something on top, right? That's the whole point of offering lead magnets. So based on that, of course, with a lead list, with making campaigns, for instance, if you offer lead magnet that you'll make campaigns for free on guaranteed basis, that this is the amount of clients you'll get based on the campaigns I'll make for free. What it means that you're investing your time in that. If you say, I'm going to make your lead list of 5,000 prospects and really target it to your lead list, right? From Apollo, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars for that, right? But if you've got some sort of scrapers and somewhere about that, it's going to cost you nothing, probably $1 or so, right? If you want to offer a lead list out to them, you can simply offer that. But based on that, you want to be making sure that lead lists you're kind of scraping at really affordable costs. If you're a SaaS company or anything in terms of that, you want to be offering somewhere about free trials or probably grandfather them. What I mean by that, let's suppose they hop on a call with you and let's suppose you close them in. And for all the customers out there, you're charging $50. But for that specific customer that you got just by cold outreach, cold emails, you want to be charging $25 for lifetime. That is what grandfathering actually is. Then you want to make sure it's actually helpful. Just as I mentioned previously, if you simply offer them a 320 page PDF, nobody would give pardon the language, nobody would give a shit about reading that. Because at the end of the day, it means nothing. It's not valuable. It's not helpful, right? If you offer me something, let's suppose a lead list, as I mentioned previously, first of all, it's helpful to me because I can simply use that lead list, add that into small list, start sending out those cold emails, right? Then of course, something that otherwise have to pay, right? So for instance, as I mentioned previously, you offer me a lead list. Of course, you have to pay for that. You have to pay even $1 for that. Let's suppose you're giving me a lead list that is 1K rows per $1. at the end of the day, you're spending your money, right? And you're providing my lead list that I can potentially reach out and close a couple of deals from that, right? So for a quick example and a quick idea of a good lead magnet for e-commerce company would be something like 5 free top compelling ad creatives. That is, of course, most definitely tangible. That is, of course, valuable. That is helpful. And they would have to hire somebody else to do that for them, right? And now once you basically do that, it's much easier to get them responses, and creating such a lead magnet that is actually good will establish the trust, and it is much easier for you to ask for a quick call, because in that way, not only you're building that whole 5 free ad creatives, but also you want to book a call so that you can make it out for them. You want to access their ad manager and so on and so forth, right? And of course, for a quick reference, I have made a complete lead magnet GPT free of cost. You don't have to give me your freaking email or anything like that. So of course, the document link will be in the description. You can simply proceed with that, because the lead magnet, the whole GPT I've created specifically just to craft lead magnet offers is going to be in the description, right? And we personally use our Leadamax for our own clients. Let's suppose we have onboarded a client and we want to create the lead magnets, and we want to create the offers. We're simply going to use this. So in this case scenario, let's use it, right? So of course, this is the lead magnet, and it's OfferAmax by Leadamax, name pretty similar. And OfferAmax basically helps you create better offers and for your cold email outreach campaigns trained on real cold email data. So I'm going to write something like, I'm going to use it. I want to create a lead magnet for my B2B client in terms of offering Twitter tool for outreach. Let's try that, right? It's a tool, Super Whisper. I use that instead of just typing in, and yep. So once I basically enter that, it's going to basically give me a couple of questions that I need to answer so that it can give me a better lead magnet. And so what does the tool actually do for the outreach? Who's the B2B audience? What's your paid offer, right? You have to answer a couple of questions, and literally that's it. You'll be able to craft such compelling lead magnets that will eventually convert the prospect for a booked call, right? So let's suppose if your tool is that scrapes Twitter bios for followers and likes, 100 handpicked leads for Twitter in your niche for a free sample, right? And for instance, it automates Twitter DMs, preloaded DM sequences you can use to book meetings this week. Something similar to that. This is a lead magnet it has just created straight away. So you can use the specific tool that I've just entered into the document, right? And of course, if you're a B2B company, if you're a B2B SaaS company, and you simply want to scale your complete outreach, which means the complete lead gen, the complete appointment setting, the complete infrastructure, the complete go-to-market strategy, and you want to acquire financially qualified leads who have the budget, who have the intent, and who are simply meeting ready leads. What I mean by that is we're going to book them into the calendar. You don't have to worry about replying back to them. Your team just has to take the call, close the deal, take the call, close the deal. Literally, that's it. Right? And of course, in that call, we're going to be discussing about where exactly you are, right? What are the channels you're using? And based on that, what are the bottlenecks that's preventing you from reaching that goal you've planned out? Or even if you don't have any bottlenecks, you simply want extra leads coming into pipeline so that at the end of the day, you can probably have a really, really good IPO exit, or probably scale your company even more, right? And of course, we're going to be discussing if you're the right fit and how exactly we can solve all the problems and how exactly we can scale or help your company to reach the goals you've planned out. So the Calendly link will be in the description. You can simply book a call with me. And really quick, do not book a call if you won't attend it, right? If you don't want to attend it, and let's suppose you book a call and you don't attend it, please do not. That is for sure warning, right? Do not book a call if you are not going to attend it. And if you really want to attend it, just book a call. Calendly link will be in the description. You want to answer a couple of questions, and literally that's it, right? It's going to be a free strategy session with me. Hopefully you love the video, and make sure you check out both the links of the document as well as for the Calendly. Till then, I'm always looking from far, and I'm always rooting for you. Peace.